ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। Hari Om. A blissful Friday morning to all of you. Welcome to this beautiful, gorgeous, most attractive, holiest of the holy temples which is within our own selves. My loving pranams at the divine lotus feet of my Guru, Papa Swami Ramdas of Anandashram, Kanangad, Kerala, and my beloved parents. We have reached the last stage of Lalitha Sahasranama, understanding the meaning of all the namas. Now it is for us to recollect at least a few names, the meaning of a few names whenever we chant the Sahasranama. Take a break, take a pause and focus on her or whatever meaning we remember and then proceed in chanting. We have come up to the shloka number 170. Now 171st shloka. Dakshina Dakshina Aradhya Darasmera Mukhambuja. Dakshina Adakshina Aradhya. Dakshina is right side. Whenever we do Pradakshina, we keep that either God or temple or photo, whatever it is, to our right side. And we take a Pradakshina, that is circumambulation. So, Dakshina means right. Adakshina is the opposite of Dakshina, opposite of right. Not that it is wrong. What is Dakshina? One meaning I said it is right, R-I-G-H-T, right. But here it means the one who worships her by having the knowledge about her. And Adakshina is not having a clear picture of her. We have an idol, we have a photograph, we do puja, but not knowing that she herself is that Parabrahma. Without having the proper knowledge, what we call as Ajnana, when we worship with Ajnana, it is called as Adakshina Aradhya. When we worship with having knowledge, then we call this as Dakshina. But she is worshipped by both types of people. That is, whether they are Jnanis or Ajnanis, she is being worshipped. Both are accepted. Now we are also coming under the category of Ajnanis because we don't know exactly what Parabrahma is. So we are worshipping in our own way. Whichever gives us happiness, we worship her. Please note that it is not wrong. Adakshina does not mean it is wrong. Both kinds of people are worshipping her, or she is worshipped by both Jnanis as well as Ajnanis is the meaning of this Dakshina Aradhya. Darasmera Mukhambaja. Dara, we have already come across this particular word, Dara. Daraha Sojvalan Mukhi. Dara means always, continuously. What is continuously now? Smera Mukhambuja. Her face, which is like lotus, is so beautiful that Smera means unforgettable, memorable. Sometimes we feel some situation, Abba, I can't forget this at all. Or maybe some beautiful scenery, or maybe when we went to some particular temple, the goddess or the idol was worshipped so beautifully, we say that, Abba, I can never forget you in my life. That means memorable, smaraniya. So her face is like this. Once you focus on her face, then it is memorable, it is unforgettable. Darasmera Mukhambuja. Kaulini Kevala Anarghya Kaivalya Padadayini. Kaulini Kevala is one single name. Kevala. Kevala has the same meaning as Swatma Rama. One who dwells in her own Atma, her own self. This is Kevala. Kaulini is the one who increases our knowledge. One who increases our jnana is Kaulini. So the meaning of Kaulini Kevala is she is the one who increases our knowledge so that we dwell in our own self, in our own Atma. Otherwise, what are we doing now? We are begging for happiness and peace and joy with everybody. Please give me peace. Please give me happiness, especially with children. Please give me happiness, give me peace, isn't it? Because we feel that they can give us peace and happiness. But here, this Kevala says that within yourself, happiness or that bliss is within our own selves. This we can realize it when we have the right knowledge. That is what is blessed by Kaulini Kevala. Anarghya Kaivalya Padadayini. Anarghya, priceless. You cannot say that this 1 crore worth 1 crore rupee or so many crores. No. That Kaivalya Pada, that Sayujya, that Moksha, Mukti is priceless. She is going to bless us with this kind of priceless Anarghya Kaivalya Pada. Stotra Priya Stutimate Shruti Samsuta Vaibhava. Stotra Priya. Stotra is, Stava is praising. We praise so many people. It should be done with the right attitude. Many times we praise people because we have to get some work done by them. Especially in offices and all, people do it because they need to get some promotion. So even however the boss is, they keep on praising the boss. Here she loves everybody praising her. Then does it mean she is like us? I also feel very happy when somebody says, Jyoti, you are teaching very well. Aha, I get horns over here, ahankara increases. If somebody questions me, Jyoti, did you said this, isn't it wrong? Then I flare up. How dare she ask me like this? Does she know better than me? Why this kind of thought is arising in me? Because of that kind of ego. She does not want us to praise her for herself. For her sake, no. She wants all of us to praise her because she knows that we will be elevated. We will be elevated to a higher conscience level when we praise her. That is why she wants all of us to chant. That is the reason why she commanded the Vashinyadi Vagdevatas to compose this Sahasranama. For our sake, not for her sake. It doesn't matter for her whether we praise her, whether we abuse her, whether we worship her or not. It doesn't matter to her. But she is Karuna Sagari. She wants all of us to improve in the spiritual path. That is why she is Stotra Priya. Stuti Mati. Stuti is also praising. Now, exact meaning of this is one who is qualified for praising. Many times we praise some people who are not even qualified, as I said, because some work has to be done. No other go. This is not so. She has got all the qualifications for praise or praiseworthy. She is praiseworthy. Stutimati. Shruti Samsuta Vaibhava. Shruti is Vedas. Vedas are glorifying her. Her Vaibhava. They are glorifying, all the Vedas are glorifying herself. Manaswini Manavati Maheshi Mangalakritihi. Manaswini, one who controls the Manas, mind, is Manaswini. Manavati, one who is respected everywhere. Even when we go to this tribal area, they also worship her. They also respect her. They adore her in their own way. We think that the way I worship is the right. Correct one is whatever I do is the correct one. Whatever the others do, that is not right. That's what we feel. It is not so. With love, any kind of system is perfect. Without love, any perfect system also becomes imperfect. So their love should be there. A respect should be there. So she is the one who has got that respect. Manavati. Maheshi, controller of the Maha. The whole thing, the whole universe is under control. Whole Brahmanda is under control. So Maheshi. Mangalakriti. She has got the Akriti. Akriti is the Rupa. The Rupa that Vashinadi Vagdevatas have described is auspicious. Mangala Akriti. Vishwamata Jagadhatri Vishalakshi Viragini. Vishwamata. So many times we saw. Aneka Koti Brahmanda Janani, Amba, Janani, Srimata. All these mean she is the mother. Mother of the whole universe. Mother of all of us in so many previous births and in so many future births that we are going to take. How many more births that we don't know. It seems for Purandaradasa himself, somebody said that you have to take another 2 more births. Imagine. What about us then? Anyway, it shouldn't be a problem. Because all of us will be together again and again we'll be singing bhajans and listening or speaking about her. So it should be fine for us. Rather it should be joyous life for all of us. Vishwamata Jagadhatri. One who supports this universe. She is the base or the foundation for the universe as well as supporter of this universe. One who supports this universe is Jagadhatri. Vishalakshi. Kashi Vishalakshi. Her form in Kashi is Vishalakshi. Vishala means big one. Big eyes. Akshi is eyes. She has got big eyes. Why does she need to have big eyes? Because so many children are there. So many of us are there. She has to take care of each and everyone. She has to monitor everyone. So she can't even close her eyes. The moment she closes her eyes, what will happen? Pralaya will take place. So she can't even close her eyes. So Vishalakshi. Viragini. Raga is attachment. We have attachment with everything. Husband, wife, children, house, the area that I stay. I am so happy in this particular area. If I go to some other area, no, I may not be happy. That means we have attachment to the area that we live. Then our dresses, our jewelry, everything we have attachment. Just to give an example, assume that I am attending a satsanga in a temple. Supposed to start at 6 o'clock, I am there at 5:45 itself. So I get the first row. I sit in the first row. Next day also I went early. I sat in the same seat. Third day, when I went, already the seats are occupied because the satsanga is so good, people are coming early itself to occupy the front rows. So when I went by 5:45, people are already seated. My chair, somebody is sitting. What happens? I get so angry. Just 2 days for 1 hour each, I sat on that chair. That place became mine, my chair, my seat. See the attachment that we develop. Within a short period, we develop attachment to everything. So we have this kind of raga. She is viragini. No raga at all. No attachment at all. Everybody is her child. All are her children. So, there is no attachment at all. Or viragini. That is why the word viragini. Vishesha raga. What is that raga? No raga at all. That is called as viragini. Pragalbha paramodara paramoda manomayi. Pragalbha. Galbha has got some 2-3 meanings. One is deep, very deep. Whatever is depth is there, it is called as pragalbha. Pragalbha. Galbha is depth. That is why you see these Gulf countries have got the word Gulf because in the depth of their ocean, whatever it is, they get this oil or petrol. So Gulf countries. See, most of these words are derived from our wonderful language Samskrita. One meaning is that she is very deep. Then the second meaning is matured, very matured. And the other meaning is expertise. She is an expert in every field. We may be expert in a particular field, one or two fields. Beyond that, we don't know. Forget about being expert. We don't even know. But she is expert in everything. Paramodara, udara, generous. Parama udara, very generous, extremely generous. Paramoda, moda is happiness. Highest level of happiness or what we call as bliss. Manomai, she is there within the mind itself. Vyomakeshi Vimanastha Vajrini Vamakeshwari. Vyoma, Vyoma is sky. Sky is her hair. The whole sky is her hair. Vyomakeshi. Vimanastha, Vimana. Her Vimana is Sri Chakra. Her vehicle is Sri Chakra. She is there seated in the Sri Chakra and she goes everywhere. Like how aeroplane flies. That is her Vimana, or she exists everywhere. Then one more meaning for Mana. Mana means measuring. Avamana or Apamana also say Mana, Apamana. One is that kind of measurements. What kind of measurement? Vimana. No measurement at all for her. Can we measure her? We can never gauge, we can never measure her. So Vimanastha. Vajrini, strong like diamond. Very strong and very, a diamond has got a beautiful shining. So she is strong as well as shining like diamond. Vamakeshwari. Vamakeshwara Tantra. One of the tantras in Sri Devi Upasanas, one of the types is called as Vamakeshwara Tantra. She is the center of that, so she is known by the name Vamakeshwari. Another meaning is Vama is beautiful. She has got beautiful hair. Kesha is hair. Then another meaning for this Vama is unlimited knowledge. Unlimited knowledge is given the name as Vama. So she is Vamakeshwari. Also Vama means left side. Dakshina is right. Vama is left. She is sitting on the left thigh of Shiva. Shiva is known by the name Vamakesha or Vamakeshwara. So she is Vamakeshwari. Panchayajna Priya, Panchapreta Manchadhishayini. Panchayajna Priya. We have seen so many times Panchayajnas. Devayajna, Brahmayajna, Pitriyajna, Manushayajna, Bhutayajna. These are the 5 yajnas which are supposed to be done by us on a daily basis, kshana kshana. Other kind of yajnas, Chandika yajna or any other kind of yajnas, we may perform, but maybe once in 2-3 years or maybe once in lifetime. This is not about that Panchayajna. This is about the daily, that what we are supposed to do. That Panchayajna, whoever does, she simply loves it. Pancha Preta Manchadishayini. Once we already saw Pancha Brahmasana Sthita. Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, Shiva, Sadashiva. Or Rudra, Maheshwara also say, they say. Some place it is given as Indra also. Now what is this Pancha Preta? In the first shloka of Saundarlahari, Shankaracharya beautifully says, Shiva Shaktya Yukto Yadi Bhavati Shakta Prabhavitum. Shiva can do any work, Vishnu can do any work, Brahma can do any work. When? Only if you are there. If you are not there, they become Pancha Pretas. If you are there, same people become Pancha Brahma. They can do their work. Otherwise, what is a Preta? A dead body. We call that as Preta. So here, Pancha Preta, Manchadishayini. She is sitting on these Pancha Pretas. When she sits on them, then they get that ability to work. So, Pancha Preta, Manchadishayini. Panchami, Panchabhuteshi, Pancha Sankhyopacharini. Panchami. She is there in Pancha Jnanendriyas, Pancha Karmendriyas, Pancha Bhutas, Pancha Pranas. So, she is known by the name Panchami. Panchabhuteshi. She is there in all the Panchabhutas. Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi. These are the 5 Panchamahabhutas. She is there in them. Pancha Sankhyopacharini. She is worshipped by all of us. With this, Gandha, Pushpa, Dhupa, Deepa, Naivedya. There are so many other upacharas like Shodacha Upachara, etc. But generally people worship her with this kind of Pancha Upacharas. So she is worshipped by these Pancha Upacharas. Shashwati, Shashwataishwarya, Sharmada, Shambhu Mohini. Shashwati, one who is existing eternally, always existing, permanently existing is Shashwati. Shashwataishwarya. She is the one who blesses us with wealth which is eternal, which is permanent. Thus, the Sampat or Aishwarya or wealth what we have today is temporary. It is not going to be with us for long. Maybe a house, maybe a bank balance, maybe some jewelry. At the most till our death. After that, we won't have. Somebody else may have, but we won't have that. Are we able to carry it when we die? We have to leave it here and go. That means it is not permanent. Then what is permanent? That moksha, or at least that kind of jnana, interest towards having the knowledge of Parabrahma also is permanent. We continue, that is what Bhagavan says in 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Where you have stopped when you die, you continue from that stage itself. That means that is permanent. We are going to carry that with us. So she is going to bless us with this kind of Aishwarya. Sharmada, Sharma. Sharma means bliss, happiness. She gives us joy and happiness. Shambhu Mohini. Shambhu is Shiva. Sham is something good. Shankara, Shankari. Sham is good. Bhu, who came from that good, is Shambhu. Not that he has taken birth. He never takes birth. Shiva and Parameshwara, Parameshwari, they don't take birth. So here Shambhu Mohini. She entices him. She makes him fall in her trap of this moha. Shambhu Mohini. Dhara Dhara Suta Dhanya Dharmini Dharmavardhini. Dhara. Dhara is one meaning is supporter. Another meaning is one who holds the whole universe. And Dhara also means mountain. It's a huge mountain. She is the whole thing in this world. So Dhara. Then Dhara Sutha. She is the daughter of Parvata Raja, the king of the mountains. So she is daughter of him. That is why Dhara Sutha. Dhanya. We call this Kritartha. Abha. Very nice. I feel very satisfied. Having taken birth here in this family or being this in this body, aha, I am Dhanya. Next is Dharmini. She is there in every dharma. Whichever dharma we take up, she is the center point of that dharma. Dharma Vardhini. She increases dharma in every one of us. Lokatita, Gunatita, Sarvatita, Shamatmika. Lokatita. There are 14 worlds. She is there in all the 14 worlds. She is beyond that. Atita means beyond. Similarly, Gunatita. She is there in Sattva, Raja, Tamaguna. She is beyond that also. Sarvatita. She is there in everything. She is beyond that, beyond everything. Shamatmika. Shama. Shama is control. Our mind is Shama. Dama is controlling our indriyas or senses. Shama means controlling our mind. Shamatmika. She is there. In that mind, she is there. Kanchi Paramacharya's one book is there, Voice of God. Not written by him, but all his pravachanas, collection of his pravachanas. There are 2-3 volumes. Voice of God. In that, he says that for normal people, it is very difficult to focus on Nirguna Parabrahma. So the easiest method is focus on Jagannata's lotus feet, which is so beautiful. The explanation we have already seen, so we can imagine that she is wearing beautiful anklets and red. Her feet are pink like the children's feet. She is wearing toe ring. So we can imagine what he says is, it's easy to focus on her lotus feet. At least even if it is for a fraction of a second, come on, you do it, he says. Then keep praying to her. Then he assures that she is going to bless us with final moksha itself as we keep going further and further in this. So he advises all his devotees to Bandhuka Kusuma Prakya Bala Leela Vinodini. Bandhuka Kusuma, another kind of hibiscus. In hibiscus there are so many varieties. So Bandhuka Kusuma Prakya, another red color hibiscus. She has got the radiance of that hibiscus. Bala, a child, a girl between 2 to 9 years is called as Bala. We know Bala, Tripura Sundari. Many times we get doubts. Sometimes we say that she doesn't have a body. She is Kshaya Vriddhi Vinirmukta. Then we say that she is Vriddha. Now we say she is Bala. What is this? Isn't it? It is like we say sunrise and sunset. Does it really happen? Is sun rising any time or setting any time? He doesn't move. He is there in the same place. It's a Surya Mandala. He is in the center of that. We are the ones who are in this earth. We are rotating and revolving around him. He doesn't do anything. But we say Suryodaya, Suryastamana. Don't we say that? In the same way, we are saying Vriddha, Bala, everything. Different versions, that's all. Not that she changes. If she changes, then Kshaya Vriddhi Vinirmukta wouldn't have been there at all. So this is Bala, Leela Vinodini. She enjoys all her work. That is a play for her. What is her work? Panchakritya Parayana. Srishti, Sthiti, Laya, Tirodhana, Anugraha. These are the 5 actions or activities that she performs. How does she perform? It's a play for her. Like how a child plays with the doll. You know, the children, girls especially, play with the dolls. How? They make with the act, they pretend as though they are preparing some roti and they give it to all these children. They feel that they are their children. Just like how we do for our children, the children do for their dolls. It's a play for them. In the same way, it's a play for her. Leela Vinodini. She enjoys it. Sumangali Sukhakari Suveshadya Suvasini. Sumangali. One who is auspicious. Mangala is auspiciousness. Sumangali. Sukhakari. One who gives us happiness or sukha. What kind of sukha? Many times, whenever we eat some kind of sweets, we feel very happy. We relish it. Especially with me. One laddu, wow, nice. Then I can't stop. So I keep on eating 3, 4 like this because the tongue and the mind demanding it. After that, the problem starts. See, while eating, sukha was there. After 1 hour, stomach pain starts. Or sugar increases. Some other problem. So, the happiness, how long did it last? Maybe 1 or 2 hours maximum. This is only one example. So like this, in this world, we feel that we are getting happiness from this person, that person, etc. it's only temporary. But she blesses us with permanent sukha, giving us that kind of knowledge. So, she is the one who blesses us with permanent sukha, not temporary sukha. She gives us temporary sukha also. But at the same time, she gives us this kind of permanent sukha, sukhakari. Suveshadya. Vesha. Vesha is how we appear. The way we appear, what dress we wear is Vesha. We are so particular about it. Whether everything is alright or not, the color matches. If the blouse is not matching, then no, we don't want to wear that sari because we are so particular about our appearance. What will they say? What will the society say about me? We are worried about their certificates. How is she? Yes, Sarvalankara Bhushita. She is dressed up, decked up, totally top to bottom she is decked up. But what is important for us? What kind of Vesha is Suvesha? The one with the knowledge. Knowledge is extremely important. With the knowledge, however we dress up, it is okay. We may dress up very well also, no problem. But that is with kind of knowledge. I may have a diamond necklace. Good, wear it. But if it is lost, one should not have that kind of dukkha. When we possess any jewelry, we derive happiness. When we lose this jewelry, that dukkha is directly proportional to the sukha that we derived when we got it. This should not happen. Not that we should not possess any wealth. Veda never says that don't acquire wealth. Okay, come on, acquire wealth in the right way with observing the dharma marga, attain. No problem. Gain all those. But remember that it is not permanent. Any time God who has given it can take away all this any time that He wants it. So here Suveshadya, she is beautifully decorated, and we also can decorate ourselves and adorn ourselves with all kind of beautiful saris, jewelries, etc. Nothing wrong in it, but with the right kind of knowledge. That is important. Suvasini. Vasana is fragrance. One kind of fragrance because we all are applying gandha, chandana to her. So she has got beautiful fragrance. The other meaning is when we do seva selflessly, it spreads everywhere. This is called as fragrance. Not selfishly, selfless seva gives this kind of fragrance. So she is hinting to all of us to do some kind of selfless activities. Whatever activity we do, don't be selfish about it. To the extent possible, try to serve the world. Suvasini. Similarly, Suvasini Archana Prita Ashobhana Shuddha Manasa. Such kind of people who are doing selfless service, when they do Archana, when they worship, she is very happy. Prita, she is very happy about it. Ashobhana. From toe to head, she is beautiful. She is the Saundarya Nidhi. Wealth. She is a great wealth for all of us. Shuddha Manasa, one who has got pure mind. Bindu Tarpana Santushta Purvaja Tripurambika. Bindu Tarpana Santushta. She resides in the form of Bindu in Sri Chakra. And whatever we offer, even if it is a bindu, bindu means a drop, even if it is a drop, she is happy with this. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati, says Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter. Patram pushpam phalam toyam, patra, pushpa, phala. If not all these three, at least toya. Toya is water. Drop of water is sufficient to make him happy or make her happy. How? Yo me bhaktya, with bhakti, with love. Whatever we give, she is happy. Bindu Tarpana Santushta. Purvaja, one who is existing from the beginning, or Purva means behind or back. Ancestor. Everybody's ancestor is she. Before everybody, she is there. Purvaja. Tripura Ambika. Tripura Ambika. Tripura is this body. There are so many different meanings also for Tripura, which we have already seen. She is the mother for all of us. Tripura also is the name of the Chakreshwari of the 8th Avarana, 8th Chakra in Sri Chakra. That we will see when we take up the explanation of Sri Chakra. Dashamudra Samaradhya Tripura Shri Vashankari. Dashamudra Samaradhya. Mudras, we know with the fingers we do different mudras, which is good for both physical and mental health. The system of the Sri Vidya Upasana follows this kind of mudras. 10 mudras are very important for them. At different levels they have to do these mudras. It is like connection between the goddess and the sadhaka. So she is worshipped through the mudras also. Tripura Shri Vashankari. Once again, Tripura is our body. She is the one who is controlling this. Body does not mean only our body. It is the whole universe. Whatever we have in the body is there in the universe. Whatever is there in the universe is in our body. This is what the Tantras say. Tripura Shri also is the name of the 5th Avarana Chakreshwari in Sri Chakra. Jnana Mudra, Jnana Gamya, Jnana Jneya Swarupini. Jnana Mudra, what we call as Chin Mudra, the index finger and the thumb, when we hold like this, like the normally Rishi Muni's photograph we see sitting like this. It is supposed to increase our concentration power. Jnana Mudra, Jnana Gamya. She is the goal of Jnana. She is there at the end. When we have that kind of Jnana, we reach her only. Jnana Jneya Swarupini. She is the Jnana Swarupa. She is the Jneya. Jneya is to be known. Who should be known? She should be known. She is the one to be known by us, or we should have her knowledge. Yoni Mudra Trikhandeshi Trigunamba Trikonaga. Yoni Mudra. Yoni. Yoni is the Divya Santana Utpatti, where the generation takes place, the regeneration takes place, reproduction takes place. Yoni. Mama Yonir Mahad Brahma Tasmin Garbham Dadhamyaham, says Bhagavan Sri Krishna in 14th chapter. Mama Yoni Mahat Brahma. My womb. Womb is the whole Brahmanda is my womb. All of you have come from my womb. So a particular mudra is there, Yoni Mudra, which has to be performed by the Sri Vidya Upasakas only after the initiation by a Guru. And Yoni is also given, name Yoni is given to the triangle which is there in the center of the Sri Chakra. In the center of this triangle, she resides in the form of Bindu. So Yoni Mudra, Trikhandeshi, Trikhanda, all the 3 Vargas. 3 gunas are there, 3 avasthas are there, 3 kalas are there. So many 3 are there. We have seen so many times. So everything is different khanda or parts. Now she is the one who brings all of them together. So Trikhandeshi, Trigunamba, mother for Sattva, Raja, Tama, Guna. Trigunamba, Trikonaga. As I said just now, there is in the center of the Sri Chakra, there is one triangle. Inside this triangle, she resides in the Bindu Rupa. So Trikonaga, she resides in this triangle. Anaghadvuta Charitra Vanchitartha Pradayini. Anagha. Agha is sin, Papa. Anagha is one without any sins. Adbhuta Charitra. Charitra is history. Wow. We have seen so much of her history. Bhandasura. So many asuras she has destroyed. Wonderful Charitra or wonderful history. Vanchitartha Pradayini. Vanchita Artha. Whatever we want, she blesses us with that. That will be fulfilled by her. Abhyasa Atishaya Jnata Shadadhva Tita Rupini. Abhyasa Atishaya Jnata. We have to practice. It is not sufficient if we simply have the knowledge. Oh, I know the meaning of Lalitha Sahasranama. I know what she is. Then we don't know anything. If at all we say that I know Lalita Mata, then we don't know anything. Because that Parabrahma Tattva can never be understood so easily. And once we know, it seems once we know, then people cannot say I know it. It is like that. So, Abhyasa Atishaya. Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena. Krishna says this. When Arjuna says that Krishna, my manas is chanchala, keeps wandering here and there, oscillating, what should I do? Krishna agrees. Yes, Arjuna, I agree that it is chanchala. But by practice, by developing vairagya, it can be achieved. It can be controlled. So practice, practice, practice. This is completely 100% effort we have to put in this. Abhyasa Atishaya. Highest level of Abhyasa, then only Jnata. Then only she will be known. We chant once or twice and then say she is not doing anything for us. Why is she doing like this? I have chanted so many times. This is what our expectation is. Shadadvatita Rupini. Dva. Dva means darkness. Adva, opposite of that, where there is light. Where there is light, or it is a path. Shat Adva. There are 6 different paths. To attain her, 6 paths are there. One is Pada or Pada. One Pada. Take one Nama and keep chanting that. Another is Varna. Varna here is her Saguna Rupa. We are assuming that she is sitting in front of us and then we start worshipping her, etc. Varna. And the third one is Mantra, with the help of some kind of mantras. Shodashakshari mantra, Panchadashi mantra, etc. With the help of this mantra, we can attain her. Then, Bhuvana. Bhuvana is where she resides. Where is she residing? She is residing in the Sri Chakra. So, Sri Chakra Upasana. This is another way of doing it. Then, Tattva. Knowing her tattvas, worshipping that or trying to understand those tattvas. Then the last one is Kala. Here Kala is, there are 64 tantras. According to the Tantra Shastra, 64 tantras are there. We can take up any of the tantras. She is in this 6 paths. She is beyond that. Shadadva Atita. Shat Adva Atita. She is there in the 6 paths as well as beyond all these. Avyaja Karuna Murtihi Ajnana Dvanta Deepika. Avyaja Karuna Murti. Avyaja. Karuna Murti we know. Compassion. She is compassion personified. She is an ocean of compassion. Avyaja is not pretending. She is not pretending. Vyaja is pretending. It is not pretense at all. That is why Shankaracharya in Saundarlari says, you are not like all the other devatas. You are not holding your hand like this, like Abhaya Mudra. They say that, giving like this. He does not say they are pretending. He says, like them you are not pretending that I am giving everything to you. Then what happens? He beautifully says, with devotion he says that everything flows down from your lotus feet. So you don't need to show it, pretend with your hand, keeping your palm like this. So she is Avyaja Karuna Murtihi. Ajnana Dvanta Deepika. Dva, just now we saw Dva. Dva is darkness. Dva Anta, end of darkness. Deepika, she is a light to give an end to the darkness. What is that darkness? Ajnana. Ignorance is compared with the darkness. We are ignorant. We are in this darkness. She is the bright light there. Once light is there, then darkness disappears. We don't have to say, come on, go darkness, do we say? We don't have to do that at all. Wherever light appears, light comes. The moment you light a lamp, then darkness immediately disappears. So she is like this. Abala Gopa Vidita Sarva Anullangya Shasana. Abala Gopa Vidita. Abala, children. Not only children, everybody. Abala. Starting with children, everybody. Gopa. Gopa actually the meaning is covered. One who takes the cows for grazing. But here it means one who doesn't have any knowledge. People who don't have any knowledge about Parabrahma. Don't they also worship? Everybody worships. Maybe Vidita, people who have got knowledge. All the people worship you. You starting from kids to the old people. People with knowledge, people without knowledge. By everybody you are being worshipped. Sarvanullangya Shasana. She has made some shasanas, some rules. That you cannot go beyond that. You cannot cross that. You must follow her shasana. Including Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Rudra, etc. All of them have to follow. No ullanghana at all. You cannot break rules. She has made some rules. We know that. The rules of niyamas of karma. Whatever we do only comes back to us. We may say, why is this happening to me? My karma. It is coming to me because I have done that type of karma. I am receiving the phala of that karma. When did I do? That we don't know. Maybe in this birth or maybe in the previous birth, that we can't come to know. But it is our own order. We have given the menu order. That only is coming to us. So she has set some rules. Everybody must follow the rules. You cannot break the rules at all. Sri Chakra Rajanilaya Srimat Tripura Sundari. She resides in Sri Chakra. Sri Chakra has got 9 avaranas. 9 chakras are there. She resides in this residence. This is a residence. Sri Chakra is the place where she resides. Srimat Tripura Sundari. Nobody is more beautiful than her. When we observe some photographs, some pictures of her, we feel, Abba, she's so beautiful. Many times tears start rolling down just by looking at her beauty. We may not be connecting also, but just by looking at her beauty, she is Miss Universe, Tripura Sundari. Sri Shiva, Shiva Shakti Aikya Rupini, Lalita Ambika. Sri Shiva. Again, Shiva is auspiciousness. Shiva, Shiva. Shiva is Strilinga. Shiva is Pullinga. Masculine and feminine gender. She is that auspiciousness. Shiva Shakti Aikya Rupini. Soundarari starts with Shiva Shakti Aikya. Shiva and Shakti. Aikya Rupa. We are giving different names, that's all. It is one. To make it understand, take the example of fire. Can we separate heat from the fire? Can I separate it, heat? I remove that heat. Can fire exist then? It cannot exist. There is nothing called cold fire. Like how we say, 2 sides of the same coin. One coin has got 2 sides, obviously. In the same way, this Shiva and Shakti, actually one, but 2 sides we say. We say one is Prakasha Rupa, another is Vimarsha Rupa. One is Purusha, another is Prakriti. Only for our understanding how it works, we are giving different names as Shiva and Shakti. It is actually Aikya. See, the Vashinyadi Vagdevatas started with the Sri Mata and then Chaturbhahu Samanvita, Raga Swarupa Pashadhya, etc. They gave the explanation of the gross body. Top to bottom, explanation was given. What is she wearing? How are her teeth? How is the nose? How are her eyes? Isn't it? How are her feet? What kind of anklet she is wearing? From the gross explanation. Now they have moved to the subtle meaning of this Parabrahma. Shiva Shakti Aikya Rupini. Started with the Sri Mata, mother. Then explanation of the gross body. Then in between Nirguna, Saguna, again Nirguna, up and down, like this. Once Nirguna, once Saguna. She said that mother of Subramanya. Again Saguna. Then so many times Nirlepa, all starting with ni was Nirguna. So Saguna Parabrahma, Nirguna Parabrahma. Even though he is Nirguna, a Saguna is given to him or her. So that it's easy for us to understand. So she is this Shiva Shakti Aikya Rupini. Now comes the name. What is her name? Lalitha Ambika. The 1000th name is Lalitha Ambika. First name is Sri Mata. So Sri Mata, at the end Lalitha Ambika. In between, description about this Lalitha Ambika, who is our Jagannatha, who is our mother. Many times when there is some felicitation program, assume that there is a program to felicitate some 5 people, 5 doctors who have done lot of seva to this some community or locality or whatever it is. Then they start explaining. They won't reveal the name of the person. First they talk about that person, what all activities that he has performed, what he has become famous for, everything they will say. At the end only they say, then declare the name of that doctor. In the same way here, see, they did not reveal her name. Actual name is revealed only in the 1000th name. What is her profession? Profession is Sri Mata, like doctor. Sri Mata is her profession. She is the mother for all of us. Not only in this birth, in the previous birth, in the future coming births. She is our mother. We love our mother who has given birth to this physical body. Only in this birth, this person is or was my mother. And how much we love that mother. We have so much of attachment to that mother and father. Yes, we should have. And how we glorify my mother. When we talk about my mother, wow. With the pride we talk about our mothers. All of us. That mother, biological mother, who gave birth only in this particular Janma. Then, how much should we be talking about this mother, Sri Mata, who has been our mother till today, who is going to be our mother till we get our moksha. How much should we be talking about her? With the pride. She is my mother. Sri Mata Lalitha Ambika. Lalita has got different meanings. Madhurya. We know the sweetness. Then Shobha, beautiful. Gambhirya, that kind of depth or being seriousness. Then Tejas, Kala, Dhairya, Lalitya, Leela. So many meanings are there for one name, Lalita. She is the mother for all these. So this is the 1000th name. Wonderfully Vashinyadi Vagdevatas have described that Tripura Sundari who cannot be described. They are trying to describe, we are trying to understand it. But at the end we should know that she cannot be described at all. From one perspective we can describe, that's all. Otherwise complete description cannot be done about Parabrahma. Evam Shri Lalita Devya Namnam Sahasrakam Jaguhu. These are the 1000 names of Lalita Mata which is being told. इति श्री ब्रह्मांड पुराणे उत्तरखंडे श्री हयग्रीव अगस्त्य संवादे श्री ललिता सहस्रनाम स्तोत्र कथनम नाम द्वितीयोऽध्यायः. This is appearing in Brahmanda Purana, Uttarakhanda, Sri Hayagriva Agastya Samvada, dialogue between Hayagriva and Agastya, the story we have seen in the initial classes. Lalita Sahasranama, Dvitiyodhyayaha. In the first Adhyaya, introduction and dhyana. In the second Adhyaya, 1000 names. In the third Adhyaya, Phalashruti. What happens if we chant this? What is the phala of either listening or chanting this? Ityevam nama sahasram kathitam te ghatodbhava rahasyanam rahasyam cha lalita pritidayakam. These 1000 names which are told to Ghatodbhava. Ghatodbhava is Agastya. Kumbhodbhava, Ghatodbhava, all these are names given to Agastya Mahamuni because he came out from a pot. There is a story about Agastya's birth. So he is given the name as Ghatodbhava or Kumbhodbhava. Rahasyanam Rahasyam Cha. Raja Vidya, Raja Guhya Yoga, 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Raja Guhya, king of secrets. Same way, Rahasyanam Rahasya. So it is not that the concept of Bhagavad Gita is different from Lalita Sahasranama. It is the same. The Tattva is that Parabrahma. Among the secrets, this is the highest secret. And Lalita Pritidayakam. It gives her lot of bliss. Whenever we chant, however we chant, even if it is one name, she simply loves it. So many times we feel that, oh, it takes some 20 minutes to chant this. I don't have that much time, so let me not chant. Even if we are able to chant one nama, she enjoys it. It is not a system that we should completely chant all the 183 shlokas. No. How much ever is possible, we have the permission to chant by the Vak Devatas. So we can chant any name that we love also we can chant. I want to chant Sri Mata only 108 times. Yes, that can be done. I want to chant only the first shloka. Yes, absolutely no restrictions. Restrictions are there if at all we take up a particular path like Sri Vidya Upasana. There are so many acharas. We must follow our Guru's guidance. Otherwise there is absolutely no restriction. No need to be scared at all. Anena sadrisham stotram na bhutam na bhavishyati. This kind of stotra was not there in past, will not be there in future also. Sarva roga prashanam, sarva sampat pravarthanam. Destroys all kinds of diseases and gives us all kinds of wealth. Worldly wealth as well as spiritual wealth. Sarva apamrutyu shamanam, kala mrityu nivaranam. Apamrutyu, untimely death. She destroys this kind of untimely death. Kala mrityu nivaranam. Timely death also. That also she destroys. Which means she gives us moksha. She makes us come out of this chakra vyuha, the wheel of birth and death. Then punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatare shayanam, chapter closed. Sarva jvararti shamanam dirghayushya pradayakam. Sarva jvara. Once again, jvara is actually fever, but here it means it is any kind of disease. Whatever kind of disease is there, shamana. She destroys that. Dirghayushya pradayakam. Dirgha ayus. We need to live longer. Why? We need to learn. We need to learn so much about her. So we need Dirgha ayus. How? With good health. If physical health is not all right, then how can we learn about her? So Vashinyadi Vak Devatas are saying that you will be blessed with good health and a long life. Why? Not to keep on eating and then sleep. No, not for that job. But to learn and more about her or about that Parabrahma. So with this, we come to the end of this explanation of Lalita Sahasranama. It has been a wonderful session for all of us. I really enjoyed describing her. Isn't it a great blessing for all of us? Either we talk about her or listen about her, whatever it is only because of her blessing. Tena vina trinamapi na chalati. We will not be able to speak, we will not be able to hear unless there is an order from her. So she is the one who has made us understand, at least to a certain extent, about her. She is the one who is blessing us with her devotion and love for her. So let us keep praying that she gives us more and more knowledge about this Parabrahma, and pray that we all love her the maximum or love her the most. For this, Namaparayana Prita they have already explained. Vashinyadi Vagdevatas have given the name Namaparayana Prita, Nama Smarana. It is not sufficient if we simply chant any Nama. We must be able to focus on it, or at least recollect. Smarana should be there. Her Smarana should be there. So why don't we chant? Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu.